Now, the Uber revolt. Angry drivers unite after a spate of ugly attacks on them from drunk, out-of-control passengers. At issue, an alleged lack of action and support by the ride-sharing giant.
Stop it! I'm not a call.
He had his arm around my neck so tightly, I was beginning to feel strangled, unable to swallow.
Absolutely, it looks like Uber is protecting criminals, and it's unjust.
That's certainly what many of you thought too when we met Uber driver John, who was belted by this passenger. The rideshare giant refused to give police the thug's name until we intervened. Now we've been flooded with similar stories.
I was fearful for my life.
Melbourne granddad Ian never thought he'd cop this.
Mate, take it easy!
Christmas Day in what was supposed to be the 64-year-old's final trip for the night.
Are you going to be sick?
No, I'm pretty okay, man.
The drunk passenger becomes increasingly unruly.
Bro, if you give me a kiss, I'll be okay.
And then he started swearing. He started swearing at the girls.
Say that. Why did you just shut the up and just
Now you can get out of my car.
As Ian pulls over, the man explodes.
Sorry. What are you doing?
Just out of view, this grandfather is under attack.
He had his face in mine, and then he got me into a headlock to the point of strangling me. It's the first thought. My daughter's getting married in a month. Am I going to be here to walk her down the aisle? Then he headbutted me 3 times to my right temple. He'd already thrown my glasses to the windscreen.
The man's 2 female companions desperately try to intervene.
Oh, you're hurting me! Excuse me, yourself.
And thankfully, this Good Samaritan came from somewhere and pulled him off me.
But when Ian contacted Uber, he says it was even more traumatic than the incident itself.
Because we can't do anything because of privacy. And I said, what do you mean privacy? I said, privacy, it's my safety or any other driver's safety.
Ian reported it to police, but they too hit a brick wall.
Uber replied to them that they need to have a warrant. And the police said, well, you know what, a warrant, we've been down this track before, takes a lot of time, and even then, they're not guaranteed of approving the search warrant.
Without Uber's cooperation, police eventually charged Joseph Racker over the 2018 attack. He pleaded guilty to unlawful assault.
I'm a diamond partner. I'm in the upper echelon of their drivers. And just to treat anyone like that, I'm a dispensable commodity.
They ignore you. They don't answer you.
Naji has racked up 10,000 trips for Uber, but says the company had no hesitation in banning him for defending himself against an intoxicated passenger who demanded he use a bus lane to beat traffic.
I'm a driver in the front seat, and you got customer behind you, he start punching you from behind and scratching you in your neck.
As if times weren't hard enough, the father of 3's now jobless.
This decision is final. Please do not attempt to contact Uber again regarding this matter.
This is my income for my family and my mortgage and everything. And no one give you help.
Naji says Uber didn't bother to investigate.
The Uber company, they treat us as a driver very, very badly, to be honest. I tried to explain to them many things about it.
He says even police were willing to help him get his job back.
And he said, I will talk to them, you're not guilty, and then no one get back to me.
Well, it's definitely not protecting their drivers. I actually don't understand why they're not handing over that information.
Former Victorian police officer Naomi Oakley, founder of You Know Me Security.
Well, justice is not served if that information is not put forward. And those police members would be extremely frustrated, in addition to those victims.
Uber tells us
Australians rightfully expect that companies will protect their personal information and data. In line with this community expectation, it is common practice for police to obtain some form of legal process, such as a warrant.
Uber needs to rewrite their policy. They need to protect the community.
It's absolutely wrong. I understand privacy issues, but if a person's being threatened, then that takes precedence over privacy.
Ian is reluctantly back behind the wheel for Uber, while Naji is still looking for a job. Uber says it does provide passenger information to police without a warrant in emergencies like kidnappings or missing persons cases. And the company's full statement, it's on our homepage.